The best seller in the world is the Bible, for one reason. It's the greatest piece of literature of all times. It's really tremendous, isn't it?
The shepherds and the three kings, flight into Egypt, the childhood of Jesus. Mary turns there, Mary finds Jesus in the temple. Well, you can see how this would be an inspiration in the home. You like that, honey? What's her name?
Christine.
Well, she's as bright, she's pretty like a mother, huh? Christine, you know what my name is? Yes. Paul. Paul, you know? Paul?
You have a cousin named Paul, don't you, Chris?
You can see how complete it is.
The Bible runs as little as $49.95, and we have 3 plans on it. Cash, COD, and also they have a little Catholic honor plan.
Which plan would be the best for you? The A, B, or C?
I'm really not interested once I speak it over my husband.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to give him a surprise. Does he have a birthday coming up? Your lovely gift.
That's true.
We place a tremendous... The Bible is still the best seller in the world, so...
I just couldn't afford it now. We were swamped with medical bills.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Robb. Hey, Mr. McDevitt from the church. How are you today?
Now, what is this?
From the church, Sunday.
No, I guess you've got me mistaken. What name do you want?
Is this 59 West?
No, across the street.
Oh, my gosh.
And this is the ceiling. The crowd, they claim, I don't know exactly, but 30,000 or more attend one Mass. Right in St. Peter's.
St. Peter's.
Right in the Vatican. I didn't know that myself.
I didn't either.
You're Italian, aren't you, Mrs. Imperato? The guards are not Italian, they're Swiss. You
Yes,
know why?
that I know.
Did you know why? I never noticed. They're 6 feet. See, they're taller than the Italian folks. You know, usually, see, they're 6 feet. Now, here's something nice. A lot of people, they like, to be frank, the print. It's large. It's a 10-point register. Isn't that something?
Good night, Donna. Thanks for the order.
How'd you do, Charlie?
I get a trip.
Yeah? Good.
Did I get what?
I only got one. A quad, 25 down.
You wear it. You think you got me beat, don't you?
I did. I know I did.
You did.
About 10.
How'd it go, Paul? Yeah? He still had one-a-day vitamin, huh? We'll get him off that grant.
Operator, I'll call back later.
Gipper?
Yeah.
The Gipper.
You selling them trips, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm due for quad.
I'm outclassing him.
I'm due for quaddy.
How did you do it tonight?
I just got 2.
How was the depth?
10 and 10.
Good.
But we lost a little time getting, back over there.
Did you
go to Spencer? Yeah? No, Webster.
Webster, excuse me, yeah. Well, of course, the time is an hour to get there.
Well-
That much time to work with. And, if you're not familiar with the territory, I know how good a man you are. If you're not familiar with the territory, it's difficult,
Permit me to offer my own alibi. Any man that's not good at selling should be good at making excuses.
Well, any man that's not good at selling should be good at finding territory.
Finding territory. Where you been? You work all night.
And he shows up at 10:05.
Where's the orders? Oh.
You did.
Oh, we got a producer.
One of my cat.
That many?
I got 3 singles.
Yeah.
I didn't get another till 8 o'clock.
Well, pretty good dips. 12, 10 and 10, 20, yeah. Nice looking sale. Very good.
Money is being made in the Bible business. It's a fabulous business. It's a good business. And all I can say to people who aren't making the money, it's their fault. Just keep that in mind, the money is out there, and go out and get it. I, for one, am sick and tired of haggling with you people and pleading with you to get you to do what's good for you and what's good for us. Instead of Friday and Saturday, instead of goofing off or playing gin rummy or poker, which I think is all very important, I think somebody that's out in that territory should go out, see if this church is in a good neighborhood or if it's in a Skid Row neighborhood, meet the priest, and if you're going to have a problem, see it in time to let us know so we can get another church. You would double your earnings, we would double our volume, and we'd all be a lot better off. Maybe you see some missing faces here. We eliminated a few men, not because we were mad at them, not because we didn't like them, not because we didn't need the few sales that they made, but it's a question of the sour apple spoiling the barrel. Certain guys have a habit of getting a couple of beers and flying off the handle and badging people around and throwing their weight around. I want to go on record, and I want to tell you all, the next man that gets off base with me, I'm going to tag him out. The ball game's over. You've got a job to do, and you go out and you do it. I thank you very much. I thank you for coming and for listening. Don't you worry about it, Buster. I've had it. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And it's not good for these guys. You know, they get undisciplined, they get disrespectful, they fill alibis and excuses. Thank you.
Wish I was a rich man. Boy. Well, wished I were a rich man. Mr. McDonald, I'm Paul Brennan.
Yeah, well, what the hell is it all about?
Yeah, well, we have a display at the church, Mr. McDonald.
Yeah.
And she gave me a name, and that's why I'm here, see?
She gave her your name?
She gave me her name, and
Yeah.
I'm here because she gave me a name, see? Because we're visiting all the families in there, they gave the names, you know, at the church. See, this is with the approval of the Monsignors, no?
Yeah.
See, like, if you're at the church and you see the display, you say, okay, and you give me a name. See, I come to see you, see?
Yeah.
This is...
No, I don't know what the hell.
Look at that. Tell her I was
Again,
saying.
yeah, all right, I'll
Yeah.
ask her. I don't know.
Yeah,
You got
okay.
the right McDonald.
Yeah, all right, sir. Wish I was a rich man.
We place a lot of nurses, people in the phone company. You know, ladies like yourself, and you're very educational, man. You think that you won't get the value of, I mean, from the side, I know you will once it's in the home.
I want to say this, by the way. I hope it brings you lots and lots and lots.
Well, I don't, thank you. I just hope I get around to reading it.
Okay, I'll give you 5 towards it, all
God
right?
bless you. Now, see, she's making the balance a lot easier for you.
All right.
Bless you. Bring you a lot of luck.
Why don't I
and
keep my big mouth shut?
Your mother's got an Irish personality. Yeah, I'm Irish myself and Scotch. I'm Irish. That's a good combination.
Well, you're more Scots than you're Irish, Jimmy, I'll tell you that.
Thank you very much for saying that.
Jimmy, I'll tell you something, I'll be very truthful. I never ran into a mooch like this in my life. The biggest mooch I've ever seen in my life.
And I
so landed down the
admire
office.
you.
Give me about 10 mooches a day.
What's
in
a
this business.
moocher?
What do you
A
mean?
mooch.
Easy
Book mooch.
to
Book mooch.
talk into.
Oh,
Book
really?
mooch. No, people that read a lot and appreciate books.
Yeah.
Don't
No,
tell
they
me
call
you
it
don't.
book
I know you
Oh, well,
don't.
these aren't the books I
Who was
like to
reading
read.
this?
She don't
Yeah,
read.
so-
I'm the one that
Drummond, I
reads.
certainly wasn't reading that.
You'd really love the Bible.
You won't run into people like me all the time. You're going to have to work harder. But you men are doing fine.
Yeah, but
And I like to see men out, on their own doing things like
independent.
this. Right. Get away from companies. Get away from
In other
people
words,
over.
get away from pensions.
Right.
And do what you believe in life, just like you.
Yeah, I'm doing swell.
You got a good job.
No, she don't believe in what she's doing.
I don't believe in it.
She
I
hates
don't
her
believe in work.
supervisor.
Anyone who works for the phone company.
No, she hates her supervisor.
I like working. I like being out on your own. I don't like being, under anyone like
Put it
that.
beyond the independence.
Really. It gets jerky after a while.
Now, supposing you're kidding us, who do we get in touch with? The FBI?
You have your duplication, yeah? As a matter of
That thing
fact,
don't mean a thing.
as a matter of fact, let me ask you this.
You mean to say you don't think he's an honest man,
there's
Mother,
any
by
possible
looking at him?
way-
You're not literal like I am. I'm she is a living saint, and I have a nephew
Very
a
devout.
priest, and I had a daughter in the convent, and I'm a devil.
Oh, these people are funny. They make you laugh sometimes. They're serious.
Oh, Jimmy.
You'll excuse me, gentlemen.
I gotta go.
Going back out, John?
Yeah.
Charlie, how many more day leaves do you have?
92.
I'll try this one. Maybe Mrs. Rafferty's home. Wished I was a rich man. I wouldn't be going on this shit land. Oh, shut the window now. Let's see where I go next. Get another one of these beauties. Mrs. Rafferty. I don't know if Mrs. Rafferty will be home, but I know I'm not home. Are you selling anything? No, we're not selling anything. The Irish fighting with the English. And it comes right down to it, it makes no difference to me. Because the English are not paying me bills. And the Irish are taken away from me. Yep. Ah, here's another one here. It's a little blitzy. She's gonna get abused today. Chippo! The informer! I'm informing you that I'm here!
We do have the Catholic Encyclopedia. They spent 4.5 years. Now, we can't carry it, but this will give you an idea. This is fantastic. This is the brand new renowned Catholic Encyclopedia. What do you see there? This answers 43,000 answers in the page. Now, this is terrific, I'll tell you why. This has, from the Reformation, Karl Marx, all your religions. Now, you know the Jehovah's Witnesses, they're nice people, but they know more about our religion because they have good literature to find out. I'll say communism, you want to look it up, it's in your Catholic Encyclopedia, with the comparison to Catholicism, their thinking, the ideology involved. Yeah, it's under C, sir. But frankly, we can't carry the set, as I mentioned. It's too heavy. But this is going to make it. He's got a good personality. Honest to God, I mean that. He thinks I'm giving him a sales talk. I know. He has. He's got a good personality. But this right here is vast in scope. That's Mr. and Mrs. McDonald.
Yeah.
And they come in red or white. Some people prefer red.
What do you call this?
This is, I call it antique gold, but we designed it.
Yeah.
But on that end, you have your choice of colors. Now, what color would you folks choose in it?
Have you got me green?
What plan would be more convenient? And I know you're sincere. Boy, it's like a railroad station today. But what plan would be more convenient than the cash? Well, they have a Camp Laguna plan. Good afternoon. How are you? Good morning, man. I'm Mr. Baker from the church. We're from St. Brendan's.
Oh, I see you outside of church. You're not gonna buy another one.
But are you related, Mr. McDonald?
Yeah, by friendship, that's all. My best pal.
Is this your best buddy?
Sure.
Good. Well, I'll tell you, you got a good friend there.
I know I have.
I told him about the Scotchman. What's your last name?
Wadger.
Mrs. Wadger. I said, you heard about the Scotchman, the lonely Irishman, $50? He knew it, but it's supposed to be. I'll ask you, did you hear about the Scotchman, the lonely
I've
Irishman?
heard many of them. I heard about the one that was going to get, the Scotchman and the Jew and the Irishman were going to get a beating for something. But anyway, what about the $50?
No, have you ever heard about him?
I think I have.
Well, I can't tell it to you, but no, you say I never have, and I'll say you never will. Say.
Money away. Yeah.
No, would you want to do, is it pay it each month then, $5 a month? Or do you want to COD it?
I can give you a little deposit on it now to make it binding.
Hey, thanks a lot.
There you are. Now you remember the family.
No, remember this car.
Everybody does. That's why we have lumps on our head.
And this is your receipt. I'll get you bring those stuff. I just have to get down to the car and I'll bring one up. Hey, I'll just take this out of my pack.
I got no pictures.
None at all, huh?
Not one in.
You went home at all?
No, one. You know the one that asked for the Bible?
Yeah.
She wasn't home. The other one wasn't home. The two of them.
Well, I have to deliver this.
All right.
Right up the street.
Okay.
How'd the battle go?
Well, not much of a battle.
So left up to the head, it misses.
Did you scratch?
Huh? Yeah. So, kids, New England, no long for me. I'll call up Kenny and tell him he can wait the rest of my leave. I hit him with everything but the Chinese fence. Half the time I couldn't even get in the door. Couldn't find the houses. I spent about 2 hours on the last one. Boy, I broke my ass on it.
This is the middleweight championship fight, Ethan Griffith.
Well, I'd like to be in it myself. Not me any longer. The stage people. I actually got in, no pitches. Because, soon I can't afford anything. We just don't have the money. I'm a sick kid, my wife is out, my husband's out of work. And this is continual. I'm not taking it negatively, but I tried to give relatives in the convent, all the old Mickey stuff. But This is the most ball-breaking territory I've run in since Gallivan Boulevard. Where they're ducking behind the door, phony names and phony
Did the father send ye?
They didn't even ask that. They didn't care about the father. Carol, Grady. Boy, the names. The Italians and the Irish. And really dead, you know? No enthusiasm.
You feel like eating again?
I don't know. I feel like...
Let's get down to Gigi's.
I know. No more fucking Italian food for me after these guineas.
Impoverished Sicilians. The Irish must have come over in a banana boat. Nice territory. You'd have to be Irish to work it. They say Alaska's good territory. No, that's a fact. Remember the time we were going to go to Alaska? Remember?
Oh, I remember about 8 years ago you were telling me this business is on the fringes. The fringes. It's still on the fringes.
It's worse now. There's no... Well, this business reminds me of a surrey, of one of those, you know, the little things in the olden days, you know, the wagons with the thing on top.
Carousel?
You know, yeah, well, a surrey with the fringe on the top. And they got these little tassels. Now, the way I take this business, only the tassels aren't even left. They're nothing but shred. I'm working all my new sales on the 5-year plan. Gee, oh dear. Oh dear.
You look like you had it. So how'd you do?
That's call like I won. And I would have been a little mad had you got it.
What do you mean?
Because it was the one that you went next door. You know, and they weren't home, and you went to this one by mistake. When you pitched it was just the wife. But the husband left the name with me, see? People next door.
Did you sell him?
Yeah, I had a little problem
She
selling,
was tough.
but yeah.
She was tough.
Yeah.
I tried to pitch her, like, you know.
Took a long time to
Help with cash or what?
To cash, yeah.
Good. A Bible, right?
Yeah.
But she said she liked a Bible. She wouldn't do nothing without him.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go back tonight.
He was all right. She's the one turned out to be tough, you know.
This was,
she
was the one, she was very bossy.
No, but she was all right.
Oh, yeah, but...
It was him. He says, as a matter of fact, I had to sell him a demonstrator. I sold him the one I had.
Yeah?
And he says, gee, $40 is an awful lot for a Bible.
So
I says, well, no, when you figure out you're going to have it for a lifetime, it's not a lot.
So what do you say?
So then she says she'd go half with him, you know. First he tried to get the daughter to go half with him. Then he says he'd go half with her, and she'd go half with him, and this is fantastic.
Well, I'm going to get some sleep. I'm tired out. It's a long day.
Yeah. That one phony college guy, you know.
What do you say to you?
He says, well, this wouldn't be the appropriate time. So I says, well, how about next year? I think, he says, well, in a couple of years, it'll be all right.
What do you say? This wouldn't be what?
The appropriate time.
Well, was he getting married or something?
No, he said other girls.
Should have told him you're not selling watches.
Yeah. You know what? I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I would have not appreciated. Say, with the way this was the last call I got. That say, hey, look at that mosquito. Big son of a gun. Hey, just flew by your face. He's skeptical, see. So then I said, well, frankly, if you never took the encyclopedia, you have the encyclopedia in the back of the Bible anyway, you know. So he says, yeah. He says, but $50 is a lot of money. So then I went into the demonstrators for him, you know. Then he says, $40 is a lot of money, you know.
You get your green pants on today, huh? Green necktie. You know, you're Irish. The Irish will all be loving to see you. My father's on the force. He gets a pension. It's a good job. He's a fine working bad pot. Puts in a lot of time, but he gets his reward. Get his reward in the long run. He retired, he live on a good piece of money then. He lived for about 2 weeks after he died. He saved for a trip to the old fair shore. Over there.
I'll never forget when I was a kid. I lived in a tenement.
It was a cold water flat, you know, no bathroom or anything. Just a bathroom, but no bathtub or anything. That's much right. And
I was going to the junior prom, and we had one tuxedo in the family.
it's my brother's tuxedo. I'll never forget this a dying day. See, I had to go to the junior prom. He had to go to some festivity at MIT. It was like the guy that, you know, the salesman with one suit keeps it under the bed. So I got there quicker than he did. Had the suit, the tux, and all set and hit the road, you know. Jeez, when he come looking for his tux to go to the festivity, it was blue murder. I'll never forget that. Jeez, he used to, after that, boy. He caught up with me one night. A tuxedo, huh? Well, I still got my hat. It cost me a lot of money, this hat. Yard and Nash.
I don't want to seem negative, but I can't see anything here but delinquent accounts.
I'll tell you one thing, Paul. You're putting me in a very negative frame of mind for the sales meeting in Chicago.
You'll be all right for Chicago.
Guy's not a success. He's got nobody to blame for his stuff. What everybody's got to do is to quit making alibis and excuses and accept the responsibility of success or failure.
Well, I, for one, will triple my production for the year 67, believe me.
I'm real happy with everything. I've just got one thing in mind. Kenny said a while ago, is this making half the money that a guy is capable of making? I think he's right. I, for one, I intend to make this next year something. My wife just talked me into buying a big house, and she wants to have a few more kids and all this kind of rot, so I'm going to make $35,000 this coming year. That's all.
I believe that.
To me, this is fantastic. I haven't, what have I been with you, 3 months?
3 long months.
Damn, I wish it was 3 or 4 years. I mean it. I expect to make 50,000, not 35. Or better. I think I can do it.
What I meant. Going back yours is real good, Father. It's great as usual. Yeah.
Thanks, Max.
All right, come on, let's get this over with.
The next speaker, of course, needs no introduction to no one. I'd like to introduce the designer and theological consultant on the books that we sell, Dr. Melbourne I. Feldman, Vice President, Consolidated Book Publishers. This is a little token of our appreciation. I'll try to read to you what we've inscribed on it. Melbourne I. Feldman, Ph.D., the world's greatest salesman of the world's bestseller. With gratitude, Mid-American.
Thank you.
There are many people who know the Bible. There are many people who can quote from the Bible. But you're somewhat different. You know the business. And what is that business? Isn't it the business that we hear when the young boy, Jesus, was lost for a matter of 3 days or so? And they said to him, why didn't you follow us? Why didn't you come with us? We were worried. We were scared to death. Where were you? And he said very quietly and very simply, wist ye not that I am about my Father's business? Now, I don't intend to portray the fact that the Father's business in itself is selling Bibles for dollars and cents and for the commercial aspect of it. But I do believe the good that comes from the selling of Bibles and the getting of Bibles and the reading of Bibles is definitely identified with the Father's business. Some of you at one time or another may or may not have had a higher income, but you have never held a higher position of esteem in the minds of the world or in your own self-satisfaction than you now hold, knowing what you're doing about your Father's business. Hold your heads very high. Be very proud of your position. Stop thinking in terms of Bible peddling, because I'm confident that once you realize what you are doing for others, you in your own esteem will rise so high, not with conceit, but in humility, knowing that you have the privilege and the power to be of service to others. And with all my heart, for the coming year and for many years to come, God grant you an abundant harvest. Thank you.
Well, I hate to bring up a ridiculous matter like this, but how'd you fellow like the sales meeting? All right? How'd you like the sales meeting?
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Off at 5.
Oh. Well,
Outrage.
cost you $1 to raise, Paul.
Cost me another half, right?
Down and dirty. I call Lowell for it.
Call.
Charles.
No wild cards?
No, this is the wild.
Oh, well, you can't. Playing too simple again.
Up to you, Paul.
Well, actually, I'm not gonna fit in. I'm gonna check them. Beat the queen.
What do you mean you check?
I beat the queens.
You scared to bet?
I can bet. I know I get you. I'll bet you half.
Take the money.
Yeah, deal.
Checking his booth over there because he saw an ace.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to interrupt the game for a minute. I'd like to find out everybody's plans and thinking as far as our trip to Florida. When we can leave and where you want to leave from. And
I don't care.
Right.
Make
The
it
material to me.
Doesn't make any difference
All right,
to me.
fine.
Whichever way you
It
decide.
doesn't matter. That's mine, the main thing going down there.
Yeah, all right, fine. And I'll tell you quite frankly, I look forward to the trip.
I know you do.
I don't want my wife to hear it, but I would enjoy basking in the sun.
He always does look forward to the trip.
If the trip is successful, then you want to stay, say, maybe 10 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
You might want to go home in the meantime, but 10 weeks.
Go ahead.
Tomorrow we're going to Florida.
Right.
Tonight we're going to play poker.
Right.
Good. Deal. Good. Good. Deal me up.
Welcome to the city of Miami Beach. Sure is an Irish lullaby. Casablanca. Humphrey Bogey. The hell is that fun bloke? Fontainebleau, there you are. If I'm gonna invest my money in that, I want to see what it looks like. Well, that's it, huh? Hi, honey. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
Okay.
That's good. Where are you tonight?
I'm at outside of Miami. It's the Congress Inn.
Oh.
It's really beautiful. There's a swimming pool right out the door.
Oh, my. Jeepers, you're living like a king.
Yeah, I'm living like a king. Yeah. But, yeah, it's really pretty nice here. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good.
What's new up there?
Nothing. How the boys?
Oh, Robert and Charlie.
Charlie
And Ray, yeah, of course, they all put me up, but...
Don't drive too fast.
Well, I'm not driving fast. I know, I mean, I generally drive around 45 to 50.
Don't drive 70. Are you taking care of your tires? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I'll take care of that.
Yeah.
So, anything new at all?
No, gosh, no, nothing. This is costing you a lot of money.
Well, look at honey.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
You take care, too.
All right.
And don't drive too fast.
Okay, I'll keep it below 50.
Yeah.
Okay, honey?
Okay.
All right, then. Bye now.
Bye.
How was it?
She's feeling pretty good. She's
Keep you low 50 for now. Don't tell her how fast you're going.
No, well, I mean,
You're
she's
scared.
Yeah, she
You're
doesn't
scared.
want to. I mean, she figures you're going 70 miles an hour. Well, you know, I wasn't very seldom I go that fast. But actually, I mean, it's a question.
How was the cold back there?
Well, cold as the dose, sleet, snow, everything else.
Get up. They want to call.
Operator, did you try my call to Boston yet?
I'll call again. Thank you.
Come on, let's go swimming.
Let's go swimming.
How about your $10 you don't go in the pool?
I'll go in.
Well, I don't want to take all your money.
Would you want to go in?
Yeah, I'll go in.
You're going in the water? What, are you out of your mind?
Why not? What do you think you're down here? All business?
Come on in, Charlie.
Yeah.
Boy, that water is cold.
Hi, good morning.
Mr. Baker?
Yes, sir.
Fine, Catholic Press.
Yes,
Hope
sir.
I didn't catch you too busy.
Oh, pardon, wait a second. Excuse me.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
We're calling on all the families from St. Rose. Just have a seat and be right home. I'll try not to interrupt too much.
Excuse me, okay.
The,
what's your last name, family, again?
My name is Turner.
What was this? Oh, from the church?
Yes, I'm the gentleman who
Excuse
was at
me,
church.
that's
Just
right.
have a seat, Mr.
The
Baker.
wife was telling me about that.
I'd like to mention, first of all, of course, we're working on the full authority of the church. I'd like to mention this has a recommendation of His Holiness Pope Paul. I want to mention, first of all, this is edited by Father John O'Connell. You may be familiar with this, and it's published by the Catholic Press. Of course, in buying anything Catholic, you want to look for the imprimatur, your assurance that, of course, it's approved. Then, in addition to the regular Bible, blended right in with the sacred text, you have all the paintings by the old masters. See, here's the Immaculate Conception. Then here's the story. Now, this has her infancy, childhood, and early life, the Annunciation, the wedding. Did you ever see so many beautiful paintings?
Sorry.
How would you like to have something like this?
Well, personally, it's a nice set, I'll be frank. But
Thank
it's not Mr. Turner, believe me, I'm not trying to... The wife, now, this may sound odd to you, but she's thinking of changing, say. If you notice, I left my name. I'm Catholic, and I believe in raising the children Catholic. But I don't want, it may kind of push her. See, in other words, she's a different religion. And
Let me ask you this, Mr. Baker, and please understand that I'm just a Bible salesman. I'm not a theologian or a missionary. It would please you if she were to come into the faith and join the church. Am I correct?
well, I mean, I'd be happy if it
It'd be wonderful.
on her own, though. Do you understand? See, I don't want...
And besides this, you're the man of the house, so this is for your own use.
But, see, the point I'm trying to bring up to you was, do you think I'd be trying to force her because it's my religion? See?
Well, why would buying this have anything to do with her
She's not
decision?
a Catholic yet. She may convert. See, that's the thing.
Well, actually, that's her decision and not mine.
I see your point.
Let me ask you this. Do you like it?
I think it's excellent, honestly.
Do you think that it's worth the money?
It's worth, I mean, for the price, what you're receiving. It's
Could you
tremendous.
manage 2.5 a week for it?
I certainly could, to be honest with you.
Well, actually, there's no reason then why you shouldn't have it. Is there?
There's none for me.
Okay, fine. Wonderful. And you want to pay this 10 a month then? For a couple of dollars a week, there's no reason why you should.
Well, I don't want to say anything, by the way, but I'm his brother-in-law. I think you better ask Alice, honest to God.
I'm the...
You remember time you bought the magazine?
You're his who?
You did. I'm his brother-in-law.
He's my brother.
I was thinking of this, but I'd have to ask my wife.
You're his brother-in-law.
He's my brother-in-law.
Not his father or
No,
his guardian? You're just his brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Do you work for him?
Him and I are the best buddies in the world.
Well, do you live here or anything? Where do you live?
Oh, yeah, I live right here, too.
If she did resent this, it hurt me, because I think she'd like it. But the only thing, I don't think I'd be pushing her, because I think it would be for the children. And he brought up a very good point. It's not anything non-selfish. I think I will try it.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that statue. That didn't cost anything like this. And she was
I think
kind of peeved at that.
Just a minute. Brother-in-law, are you trying to help me? If you are, I could do without so much help.
I don't care if you mind.
Oh, wonderful. I thought you did. I'm glad you clarified that. Very good. Good. I'm glad that you don't object. Thank you very much. And we'll get on with this. Do you want it?
I don't.
Well, then quit making excuses and sign right here.
Okay. I'll go along with it. Because I'm trying to figure...
Quit figuring and start writing, Mr. Baker.
Is this it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's the good one.
That's the brand new one. After a while, you got to have everything brand new. You don't want a blot on your escutcheon. Let's go to work. I want to get going, you know. I'm taking off like a bird.
Okay.
Okay, sir? I'm bip, 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 bird. Blah, blah, blah. The people here. Ah-hoo. Ah. All cleared off, ready to go. My hat.
Tell me where you got that Irish brogue, and before you left Killarney, did your mother kiss the blarney? And that little touch of brogue you can't deny.
You know what Paulie's father told him when he was young? He says, Mr. Brennan, now he came right from the army. He says,
Oh, yes.
if you're smart now, he says, you'll join the force and get a pension.
Oh, yeah. Did he?
This is a strong breath of a man. God bless him. He's over there. He's living right in that cemetery. He got a big headstone. Oh, even the father said he'd never seen anything like that headstone. A beautiful headstone. I can see him now in his uniform with the shiny buttons. Yeah. Yeah.
I-43, WQAM's 24-hour music time as we strike gold now.
Opelika City Hall. Charazad Boulevard. And me, can you tell me where 118th Street is?
You just, instead of jogging to the left, jog to the right.
Yeah. Jog to the right down there.
Yeah.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Jog again. Jog to the right. Jog to the left.
Jog to the right. Opelika Boulevard. Do you know where 118th Street is?
I think you gotta go all the way up in this way, up into Opelika.
Yeah, Opelika. This is Opelika, isn't it?
Well, it is and it isn't.
Yeah, I see. Thank you, sir.
Numbers are all up in here as far as streets go.
Okay, sir. Yeah. He sure knows. Sinbad Avenue, Sinbad the Sailor. What's this? Sinbad Avenue. Ah, here it is. Opelika City Hall. Damn it all. God damn. 118. 118. 118th Street. How does that go into a terrace? 118th Terrace. That isn't what I want. Where the hell is 118th Street? Jesus Christ. Boy, this should be located so that you can go to street after street. So I'm looking for 20th Street. No, 20, 21st, 23rd, 22nd. Jag off down here, he says. Jag off. Jesus, jag off. There's two different streets on one street. And then I was in a Muslim district.
A what?
A Muslim district.
What do you mean by that, a Muslim?
Well, they're not, how can you have,
Did you meet Cassius Clay?
No, I was in a Muslim district. Candida Street and Sinbad. And what kind of stuff is this? Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. I mean, what kind of stuff is Open Sesame? And all I could think of was fairy tales, you know? I mean, what kind of stuff is this? Aesop's fairy tales.
It's not the bum territory, it's the bum in the territory.
I mean, I told anybody like that, I mean, they'd say you were drinking again. This Kandahar Road, Sinbad Road. This thing is stupid, because every time you go on the street, there's a canal.
No, river.
Or a railroad. Or no bridge.
Or an airport.
Or an airport.
Or a graveyard.
Or a graveyard. Opelika. Christ, the guy that laid this city out must have been a stiff out.
When Nick wants to go courting with Bessie, his cow. It's a pleasure to meet a nice guy like Pete, who thinks that my cooking is the best you can eat.
Take that cream away from the rabbit and pass it down here.
I have one here.
Oh, do you? Oh, that's all right.
Yeah,
rabbit cream. Yeah, cream down here. I got on my buddy Bull yesterday. I want to kiss and make up with him. He pouted at me for about 2 or 3 minutes.
If you do that, then I'll really get mad.
What'd you say?
Well, I don't want to give nobody a hard time, but I just want everybody to realize the potential is here, and we got a job to do, and I don't want no more excuses. You know, geez, we come down here to work, and if you kid yourself and say, well, it ain't there, it can't be done, or if you sell it short, that's the main thing, then you're in trouble. But today,
We want to hit them early. Wrap this up as soon as possible. Have that on. Get out there and hit them. Okay, boy. Well, you eat like you're successful.
Many are called, but few are chosen. The gipper, the rabbit, the bull, and myself. They all bear the names of different types of animals. The rabbit is a very impulsive guy. He sells, he has a lot of energy, and he's young. He doesn't have possibly the class or that the other salesmen have. Maybe it's because he doesn't have the maturity.
This brand new, it's revised. It teaches the children. It's in color.
Yes.
They spent a long time to revise it. So it's not complex.
I don't understand very well English.
You don't
know,
understand.
I know the basic things, the principles. I understand you, but I miss many things.
Right. That's why I speak, if you notice,
Yes.
very, very slow.
Yes.
Could you see where this would help the family? I mean, honestly, could you see where this would help the children and Frank and yourself? Could you see, see what I'm trying to explain, Miss Majors? Could you see where this would be a value in the home? A gain to you? Could you see where this would help? Could you see what a Bible is nice?
Yes, no, I understand your point, but really, I don't think we can now. Maybe later, I'm interested later, but right now, no.
No, I understand your point.
No.
Now, you're Spanish, right?
Yes.
We do take orders. Wait to hear this. You're going to be very enthused. Wait to hear this.
But
we do take orders, and you're going to be enthused. We take orders.
What?
Orders.
What's that?
We take orders on the new missile.
Orders?
You know, for mass.
Yes.
We have one finally, with all the changes. Do you understand my point?
No.
Mr. Pager, you go to mass, right?
Yes.
A Sunday.
Yes.
Would you bring the mass? A missile. Right?
Yes.
You know, to follow the priest?
Yes.
We take orders on them. The new one. They're released finally.
Yes.
For you, see, in other words, on the missile, you bring the mass.
Yes.
They're released, and we take orders on them. You know, for mass, the missile?
Yes. I have one.
Yeah, we have the new one with all the changes.
Yes.
You know, all the ecumenical changes
Yes,
in the mass.
yes.
We do have them available finally.
Yes.
After about 2 years. So
Yes.
would you like one?
No.
Like the bull, you can draw him, and he's a big, powerful man, and he's got a lot of stamina. Probably hasn't got the technique that Charlie has, but he certainly makes up for that with the stamina.
I would love to, but I really don't have the time now, and I couldn't possibly take on anything at the moment. I'm lucky I'm eating right now.
You know what it is? We showed the whole library. A lot of people are interested in learning the Bible.
But I couldn't even take on, if it was $1 a month, I couldn't even take it on. I'm awfully sorry. Okay, thank you anyway.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And this is the Catholic one.
Yes, that's the revised Oirines.
How much is something like
Well,
this?
we have different bindings, if I could explain.
What would the least expensive be?
Well, could I ask you this? Do you have a minute I could show you to the whole library? If you're interested in the
Do
Bible...
I have to have a whole library?
Not necessary. If you want the library, fine. If you want just the Bible, it's wonderful.
Yeah. You want to come in?
Please, yeah.
Comes back to the old adage. It's 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration. You got to get out there and you got to push. And once you've lost that push, you've had it. The Gipper is unemotional, straight man. He does his selling is extremely effective. Extremely effective because he knows how to take advantage of everything in any circumstances.
You know, in honest opinion, have you ever seen a more beautiful?
No.
Isn't that really something?
So complete.
No, incidentally, this comes in the white or red. We find most of the folks choose it.
What are you going to do? You're going to write this?
Yes.
Oh.
No, do you want that in
I
white?
want this white.
It's up to you, darling.
No, it's not up to me.
It'll be next month before we need to do
At
anything.
least.
Right,
At
right.
least.
It's all right.
Can you make it for 2 months before it would come?
Sure, it's up to yourself. See, they mail it out at your convenience. In other words, we can't be in everyone's home when it would be more convenient.
How much would we have to start with? Just the one payment, or wouldn't you want a down payment?
Basic idea, that's right. That's the nice part of it. See, because they have no collectors, nobody comes to your home. And anytime you want to liquidate as soon as you can, they leave it up to you.
Now, you don't want anything from us today?
Yeah, just the C. See, in other words, they have the A, B, or C plan.
That's what I was asking you, if you wanted this today.
Yeah, see, this is suggested.
I can give you that today.
Oh, well, that's possible. No problem. Let me ask you this. What part of that can you apply on it?
I can't give you any cash today.
Yeah, how about a check?
No, we don't have a checking account. The only cash we have in the house has to get us through until Friday. That's what I was asking.
Oh, I see what you mean. I'll tell you why I say that. See, a lot of times we'll come into a home, you know, and a person will say, well, gee, I have the insurance money, the milkman's money. I can always see them.
No,
It's
because
like taking it from-
everybody's paying already.
Can I just make one more suggestion? I've had this happen an awful lot of times, you know.
Yeah.
You have... She knows what I'm going to say, don't you? What am I going to say?
I'm going to say borrow it from somebody.
If you know, I mean, not unless you know them, you know.
No.
But if you've been here long enough, you know, usually, I mean, the wife and I...
The neighbors are in worse shape than we are. What are you talking about?
Maybe you can lend them a couple of bucks.
They're ready to repossess their house next door.
Do you mind if I say something, Charlie?
Go right ahead, Jim.
See, what they usually do, see, this is what they suggest, the Home Office. But we actually meet the people, we know they're nice, sincere people. But what I want to ask you, actually, what part of the C could you put for him? Who's the bookkeeper?
Could you put down as little as 6?
Yeah, at
Can
the
you do
end of
that?
the week.
At the end of the week.
Yeah.
You know, now, Joe, I'll send one of the men from the Catholic Press, and you'll like this fellow, Mr. Brennan, Paul Brennan.
Brennan?
And yes, he's, you may have read about him in the Catholic News.
I'll send Paul by to pick up the down payment.
As a matter of fact, you know, I've seen him do, in one day, 5 different times, he's laid out $10 for 5 different people, $50. And, well, the reason for this, he's, not that he's fanatical, but he's very devout. He's a very devout Catholic, and he feels that every Catholic family should have this.
Geez, I get a kick out of him. He's a character, that Char. Char is a wonderful guy. He keeps the ball going, Ron. What's this, 121st I want? Yeah, 10-10. I think we got it.
Do you feel like something like this in the home would be helpful, Mrs. Gorman? You know, I mean, where you seem like a pretty mature woman. Do you feel something like this would be actually, you know, a more family get-together?
Well, I'm all by myself, so...
I placed this Bible with a woman that had close to 15 Bibles, and know what she said? She received a lot of solace of just looking at the pictures, and she was a woman who had a Ph.D. I had a cum laude myself, cum no more from one of the colleges. My brother was a little different, magna cum laude, but mine was cum no more. When he was going to school, he was classified as a genius, and so I followed him in school. And when they came to me, everybody used to say, well, where did you come from, Paul? You know? So, you know, I get kind of an inferiority complex. And of course, when I got married, that made it worse. But anyway, would you be kind enough to write out your address?
Well, I don't know how many years I had to read the Bible. Maybe
Well,
I
let me
should
say
start reading
this.
it.
I told, as one woman said, she said, believe you me, Paul. She said, well, I mean, most of the time they call me Paul. I mean, it's Mr. Brennan, but to me, I don't think a title, Mr. means anything. But what is your first name, Mrs. Goldman?
Priscilla, C-H-R-I-S.
What is it, dear?
Priscilla.
Christia, that's a very unusual.
C-H-R-I-S-O-C-A.
Yeah. And that's $5 a month. Could you make that $7.95 and make it even? All right, dear. Now, I'm putting the $5, that's it. I'm going to cut this down to $3 on the service charge. You've been very lovely. And I know what it is, and I enjoy talking. Whether you took the Bible or you didn't take it, it's very enjoyable talking to you.
Thank you.
And this is not The Irish blonde, he believes. This comes right from the heart.
I had an Irishman for a husband.
You did, dear? Yeah, you did. Yeah. My mother was a Protestant denomination. I don't know actually what denomination you are, sir, but she belonged to the High Church of England.
Yeah.
And she was the roughest that you, I said, gee, Ma, I said, you're supposed to be English. I said, you know, generally they're a little more complacent, a little placid, I said. But I said, you've got Spanish blood in you or something. Well, she had a fiery temper. But, well, I'll tell you one thing is this, I'll never forget. Of course, my father never hit me in his life. He never stuck me in his life. And my mother really massacred. I guess I really needed it. And
I always felt I never got enough beatings.
well, I imagine your mother was pretty strict, too.
No, she was real.
How about your father?
My father.
He hit you, huh?
Well, not his girls. He might hit the boys, but the girls, he just shook them a little bit.
Just shook them, but the boys he really beat up, yeah.
Grandma
wouldn't let him.
Yeah. Would you mind writing your name and your address right here, sir?
You got me because I don't have my glasses.
That's all right, sir. Would you try these, sir. See how those are. I know, you just use reading glasses, I bet. You have a lovely home here.
Well, it's simple. It's good enough.
No Father Riley and Father Sullivan over there?
Father Sullivan, huh?
Yeah, well, he comes from my neck of the woods, you know.
Oh, really?
Sure. Come from Jamaica Plain.
The little city I'm in, they say they bought it for a pot of beans and a jackknife, Taunton.
Oh, you come from Taunton?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by golly, let me shake you again. They have the Raynham racetrack down there and all that.
I don't know what the zip code is.
And that's, you'll have to have the zip code. You have it on your...
What's the zip code?
33054.
33054?
Uh-huh, 054.
You can tell who does all the writing around there.
Very little.
Okay, then.
Now, he's got my signature on. I guess I'll have to buy it.
Yeah. All right, sir. You look like a cash buyer. And God bless you.
He gonna wear that hand out. He should have been a Protestant preacher.
You know what you have? You have a sense of humor which most people lack.
In my job,
They call you a G-man, huh?
Yeah, in my job, I have to have a sense of humor. If you don't, you'd go nuts.
Yeah. How long you work with the sanitation department?
12 and a half years.
12 and a half years. And as I said before, the important part is have it blessed, because if it's not blessed, you will not get the benefit out of it, you know. Yeah, I can't. Just came over to pick up the down payment.
I don't want.
Of course, he's already mailed the honor in. So,
Oh, he did?
Yeah, and see that? She had appreciated it. I mean, I don't want to sing, but he already mailed the honor. See, I'm the district manager. And so I've already put his order in on it, see, and I'd appreciate it. You know, it's something that you really love.
Yeah, I know we will.
And 6 months from now, let me face it, with a good off. It won't be a cent rich or poor. And you got a lovely set because it comes with the full endorsement of the church. You know,
I
really...
promised my husband I wouldn't. I told him.
I charge Mr. McDevitt with the order because I have to do. In other words, the cost of the mailing and the handling and everything, plus the bookkeeping, I have to give him a penalty. I don't like to do it, but that's the way the company
How
is.
much is the penalty?
Huh? Well, I charge him $7.25. I have no control of that. That's the company.
All right, you call me tonight, and
Well, I won't be here, dear. See, I've got to move out into another. See, I made a special call over here today.
Well, is there any place I can call you around 5 after he comes
No,
home?
ma'am, I'm going to be in Jacksonville. You'll love the books when they're delivered. All right, thank you, dear. These tires, I told you, no fucking good. You know, what I would do is this, before I even jack that up. Put the brake on. Put that jack at an awful angle. Oh, well. I'm pretty proficient in all departments. Oh, boy. I tell you one thing here, I do find that the people are very, you know, not bad.
No, they're very, very
After
receptive.
Boston,
I got
things
an
like
extra
Lush.
receptive.
You know what I mean?
I had one guy wouldn't even come to the door, but you can expect one of them wherever you work.
They treat you with a lot of courtesy and a lot of respect.
Well, it's a lot better than that Galvin Boulevard in Boston.
You're not going to knock Boston, are you? That's your home.
Well, I like Boston still, and I'm homesick too. Believe you me, I'll tell you truthfully, I'm very homesick.
Homesick?
Naturally, I've been away quite a while, Kenny. What's that? I mean,
4 days?
4 days. I've been along. Let me see. Is it 4 days? It's long. Let's see. When do we leave? Seems like 4 weeks.
But I made enough calls to know this territory's good.
Hi, Jim. How'd you do?
Hi, Charles.
I want to know how the rabbit done.
Not too bad. I got a couple.
Yeah?
Ray did good himself. I got a couple.
Todo uno tengo.
I call on one woman. She's a Mickey, you know. And so I give her the old romance. Anyway, when I came up, I worked it up. I tried to develop a COD on it, you know. And go for some. And then getting that 50-80 out of, you know.
That's nice, though.
Yeah. I wish I had 10 of them a day, believe you me. I tell you this way, I think...
Leave 10 a week? I'd be happy.
I had a flat tire to begin with. You know, I'm not giving you excuses, but...
I'm glad you clarified it. It sounds like it. How about tomorrow?
Well, I like to get a very early start and see if I can bang out a good day, you know? Right. Really push it out. Hit about 4 chords and I'll be all set.
All right. We'll see.
Good morning. Mr. Brennan from the church. Mrs. Gloria Fuller, how are you today? You're either interested or not interested, you know what I mean?
I'm very sorry, but my sister just called and she's waiting for me right now. I'm very sorry.
Okay. All righty.
Okay, thank you.
Could you see whether this would be helpful to you, Mrs.
No, it's beautiful. I mean, you can afford it.
Oh, dear. You're going to be amazed when I tell you. No, you see, like anything else, to afford something like this, as I say, it's not like buying a new car, you know? I get it. I placed this in Homewood. It's been 18 and 19. So you know where Gloucester is, Mass? The fisherman at sea? Place was one woman with 18 children. And believe you me, as I say, it wasn't easy. But in this life, if you have a desire for anything, you'll get it. Isn't that true?
Yeah, sometimes.
Where there's a will, there's a way. That's what Charlie Gipper says, you know. You probably heard of him. Notre Dame, the Gipper?
Mm-hmm. Well, sometimes you can.
Well, let me put it this way. There are a lot of folks in this world that spend thousands of dollars on material things. But what I mean is this. Do you love it?
Eh?
Do you love it?
See, I have one here. It's not as good as this one. It's about.
No, that's all right.
You
But,
know,
I mean, do you think you'd appreciate that, Mrs. Crosby?
I appreciate when you see that I don't see used
How
to buy
about
now
you?
because
You're
I
the
can afford
breadwinner,
it.
right? You think
But I never read it.
Yeah, well, then, I mean, as I said before, I could ask you one thing is this. Do you think the $1 a day would really hurt you? I wouldn't want to place it if you couldn't afford it.
It sure would.
You can buy that now.
You can't
So
afford
we just
that $1.
right now.
Huh?
Because
Can't
we just,
afford that
you
$1
know,
a
did
week.
some work in the house and down
Yeah,
up to here.
Yeah. Well, we're all up to here. I'm over here.
Well, I don't
know
get
what I
any
mean?
leave, but I don't believe.
You can wait on it, yeah.
I don't believe in getting something that you
Yeah.
know.
Well, the only thing I can say...
I'm sorry that you make the trip and everything.
No,
but I really
dear. No,
didn't know what it's all about.
That's
You
all
told me
right.
my name and I gave it to you.
Like my business.
Huh?
See?
Like my business. I sell vacuum cleaner. But it's
Oh, you
not
do?
now.
You sell vacuum cleaners? You scoop them up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's all right.
So,
We scoop them up, too. Well, you're a salesman, you know. You know, I had a vacuum sale in front of my wife, you know. But he threw all the dirt over the floor, and then he walked out and he didn't scoop it up, you know?
maybe need a new bag.
I don't know. But, I guess that's the thing in everything. If you don't scoop it up, you don't win, huh? And
You need a new bag, probably.
Yeah. And with that, I will say 400 do, but because I haven't had a lot more calls to make. Hi, Mrs. O'Connor. Mr. Brennan from the church.
Yeah.
How are you today? This is on a display we had at the church. It'll only take a minute. Could I ask you this question? And I know what you're going to say. What part of the set do you like the best? Which part of this complete library do you like the best?
Which do I like the best?
Yeah. Which would you consider, which would you say is the basic part of the library, or what's something which would appeal to you, or which you derive the most out of?
I personally think the Bible.
That's right. That's what most people say.
Mm.
Yeah. And of course,
but I have one that I wouldn't part with for years, for nothing.
Yeah.
I've had it
I have
for
one
years
myself,
and years
yeah.
that belonged to my mother-in-law, and I don't know where she got it from.
I have the old family. I bet it's over 200 years old or something.
Oh, I'd say close to 100 anyway.
Oh, no, by no means ever part with the Bible. I have one myself.
In fact, my husband said his mother read to him every single day out of that Bible.
Yeah, well, they
I
say
think that's something...
sentimental value attached to it. Well, I could see where you would choose the Bible, and I'll tell you the reason why. That's why the Bible is the best seller in the world.
Well, actually, I can't see buying another Bible when I already have one.
Even though it's 200 years old. Well, you're probably tight now, is that correct?
Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah. So as they say, it's the only thing that I know that you secure in a lifetime that doesn't depreciate. A car after 3 years is worth nothing. A Bible like that will be something that will really build up a heritage in the home.
It's a beautiful book.
Isn't it beautiful? I know you love it. Honest to goodness, Mrs. O'Connor, I've been in the Bible business now. The reason I'm in it, I know that I'm placing something in the home that people will never be dissatisfied. The longer they have it, the more they will enjoy it. It's like a good wine. With age, it improves. And don't worry, they don't repossess the Bible if 1 month you don't mail in the payment. You mail in payment the following month, that's all.
About 9 o'clock, you're walking down the road singing. I don't know, some road right around here you're walking down.
All right, Maureen, you've been on that phone long enough.
And if you didn't like it, Mrs. O'Connor, I wouldn't spend the time. But most of the people that I do place are with the Irish people because they're very devout Catholics. You know that.
Oh, I'm not Irish.
Well, it doesn't make any difference. Are you not Irish descent?
No.
What descent are you, dear?
Polish.
Polish? Well, the Polish are good people.
Oh, yes.
I know a lot of good Polish people. They're very devout Catholics, too. It doesn't make any difference, but the Irish I happen to place an awful lot with because I'm of Irish, heritage myself. But as I said before, don't think in Worcester I had quite all a Polish section there. Believe you me, they placed more Bibles than you could shake a stick at. Well, everything in this life is a sacrifice.
Oh, that's for sure.
Right? How about 6 months from now?
Who knows what 6 months is going to bring?
Well, nobody knows what the next day is going to come. There's...
That's why I don't want to take the chance and commit myself.
Well, it wouldn't be too much of a chance. It involves $49.95 for the Bible, Mrs. O'Connor. And that's not much, you know what I mean? Carton of cigarettes a week costs you $3. Does Dad have a birthday coming up?
No, I'm sorry, not at this particular time.
Do you want to reserve it for any later date?
Because I don't know what's going to...
Well, nobody knows. The only thing we're sure of is death and taxes.
Right. No, I don't think I better commit myself. I honestly can't see my way clear to it right now.
How about in 3, 6, 9, or 12 months, you still couldn't see your way clear? Huh?
Oh, I don't think I better take it at this time.
Well, I don't think there's any more I can add to it, Mrs. O'Connor. I imagine you make a lot of decisions this life. I know my wife
Oh,
does.
yes. You have to.
You have to.
That's for sure.
That's for sure. But like anything else, I think this would be a wise decision. But that's your, decision.
Circumstances were different, I'd say yes. I wouldn't hesitate because it is a beautiful piece of art.
Well, I mean, actually, is it the dollar a week that's holding up, Mrs. O'Connor? I mean, I don't understand.
Really, honest to God, I've been selling Bibles for 10 years. I don't understand $1 a week.
No, it doesn't sound like much, but there's other things that I've got to take care of first before I can start putting out another $4 or $5 a week.
A month?
A month, rather. Oh, there's too many other ones. That I've got to pay up first.
Okay, then. I'll bid you fine to do, Mr. O'Connor. Thanks again.
Thank you for your time.
That's all right. That's my job. Hi, Mrs. Cameron. Mr. Brennan from the church. How are you today?
Yes,
This is my associate, Mr.
Yes, I'm not interested, really. I don't have the time, and I don't have any money, so there's really no point.
Yeah, I was just wondering why you left your name, you know, Mrs. Cameron. Thank you. You get the time and no money, why don't you give me a name?
After 4 years of trying to find her. The other two left Wednesday. You know what I mean?
Yeah. By Wednesday, you might as well throw them in the river somewhere.
This is worse than no way.
Hey, Paul, good luck to you. If I don't see you. Relax.
End of the tirade.
I hope you don't.
No, well, I mean, it's
Relax,
got to be
Devon.
changed around. I'm not working any more afternoons. Period. I'm working the way I want to work and when the way I want to go out.
Relax.
Because this thing is, I might as well be shooting myself in the sun. This is absolutely no good in the end.
Good luck, Paul.
Hey, thank you.
Good luck.
Change the files and get a pension. What do you think this is here? How about Mickey? Like a Mickey? Mickey lead? Mrs. Lynch. She probably told me to turn the files to get a pension. Oh, this guy here, I like him. That's one Bible and a CPE, Catholic People's Encyclopedia. Which plan would be the best for you?
Well, I have to get it for $6 a month.
And this is where you put your name right here.
That's where I sign my John Henry.
We got a new record here the other day on a lot of these Beatles songs. It's got some of a tape. The tape gives a better four-rounder tone. It doesn't interfere with what you're doing, does it?
Oh, no. Here's what I did. You put the 20 down. Now, when it arrives, 3 to 4 weeks, you don't mail in your first payment. Here's what you do. You make your first payment to the postman. You just give 6 to the postman. So that's just like putting 26 down. You follow me? Now, it brings your balance down to 67.90 instead of 93.90. You follow that? 20 is today, 6 to the postman. Now, 4 weeks after you receive your books, then you mail in the payment. In other words, it'd be about 8 weeks from now. You mail in your first payment to the company.
Oh, I see.
See, it's just like putting 26 down.
Well, will they send you
They'll send you the budget book, the envelope.
telling you when it's due?
Right.
Yeah.
Every time you mail in a coupon, they mail in at least 6.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay. Where will it go to?
It'll
Chicago, one in Charlotte, North Carolina. They'll give you the envelopes, which ones to send to us.
Okay.
Be right here.
At Elfrist Furniture, 2097 Wilton Drive.
Well, that's that.
Enjoyed
the visit.
Oh, I know you'll enjoy the Bible. And, gee, I'm sorry to hold you up on your
I'm gonna make my heathen husband read it.
Well, I gotta go to work at 12 o'clock, so.
Oh.
I'll let him take it to work at night so he can read it.
Sure. Good
night now.
While he's doing nothing. Good night.
Doing nothing? My
Thank you
goodness
very
sake,
much.
what do you think I do at nights?
Oh, you're riding around in that car on a chilly night like this?
Thanks again, now. Hello, Paul. What happened? Did you get a haircut?
Huh?
Did you get a haircut?
I got a short one.
You look like a Schweinhund.
I got a thin one.
What happened to your stomach?
And brakes went to me.
Locked. How'd the battle go?
God, I went through those. Had no trouble finding any of the places. How many pictures I made all day? One. One picture. I got one dealing for the week. I got a couple I made. They got Collins up there. I might be able to knock off a quid with there, but no action. I can't get any action out there. I can't see any deals here. Every time I get in the house, all I hear is, the brush off at the door and, real rough. These Mickeys were rough, really rough. Did you find, you found that that's probably similar to yourself. I find here, and if you analyze it, you don't have that many Catholics here. You don't have that many Catholics. One church, you cover a hell of a wide area, and there's not that, and God damn it, as they say, I don't know how many times you have to go back on it to get these people in. Boy, I went through 8 leads like as if right through a tin horn tonight. Binga-da, 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 bing. I've analyzed it myself, and I think there are areas. The rich areas are tough. They're rough. But believe you me, if you get in there, you get the point, you have no trouble with that money. And you can shoot a quid, and it doesn't break, because what the hell, they can shoot the money out there. They got money to work with. But I'm not thinking negatively, but even if I got, for the week, say I got 10 or 11 sales, I wouldn't be happy with it either.
It's croaking you, Paul. You're in a bad frame of mind. You're having a rough couple of weeks.
It could be something croaking me. These people are croaking me.
Paul, you're fighting them. They can spot it a mile off. You get a week or two of good production under your belt, you'll be okay.
Woman wanted a CPE, 4 kids. Hit her with the $1 a week. Too much money. That's ridiculous. No husband. I don't know what the hell husband was. may be wrong, but I can't see it here.
We place it in the home for as little as $49.95 complete. Isn't that amazing? Good.
Well, this will be changed pretty soon, won't it?
No. Are you with the Knights, are you, Holy Name?
No.
No, he's not
I'm
Catholic.
not Catholic.
But I mean, he follows me right along and all that.
I'll tell you, you know what I appreciate, honest to guys? When we go into a home and it's a mixed marriage, we find this in many cases. The husband is much more enthused oftentimes than we even as cradle Catholics.
I wish we were selling children's encyclopedia instead of this.
Yeah, let me put it this way. None of your children would ever get a sunburn, or they'd never get a cold unless they were exposed to a draft. They did never get a sunburn unless they were exposed to the sun. The mere fact that they're exposed to it, they're going to receive so many benefits from it. They have to, you know. Because if it never does them any good, it'll never do them any harm.
It's kind of a fancy Bible for a child, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you mean, Mr.
Yes.
For them, I mean, well, not now, they're kind of young.
You're
But
saying that they'll be exposed to this.
Right.
In what manner? Looking at it, or?
May I interject to say one thing? The hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. Is that right? The woman behind every great man, there's a good woman. Now, she spends, according to the Reader's Digest, about 85% with the children. Now, whatever she is and what she imparts to them is how those children are going to grow up. And this is the age when they need it. Because if your house doesn't have a foundation, you've got no kind of a house. Does that make sense?
That's
There we are. There we are.
Exactly what...
There we are. And we have that in white and red, and we give it in any color that you might like. And that's another thing, too. The Bible is the heritage of life. And so when you come right down, I know that price is something that doesn't enter in at all. It's the utility of it. And believe you me, I think you both have to agree that you have the utility there. Is that true or isn't it?
Yeah.
That's all we have to say.
It's the way anything is designed as to what effect we get from it.
I just feel sorry with all your work and demonstration.
Oh, listen, I'll tell you, I was running a little stale anyway, and I had to, this is why I'm taking Mr. Brennan out
But I
tonight,
really,
to see if I can sort of spark him up a little. He's
practice?
Well,
well,
I
he's
really
dropped way down.
appreciated
He used to write, if I recall, at one time, Paul, in your prime, you were writing 12 a week, right? He dropped away down to 3. I said, what's the matter, Mr. McDevitt? And I said, well, Paul, I think you're a little negative. You're negative, and I think this is what you need, a little spark. And I think somebody should take you out and spark you up and show you how the people will acquire this. I'm not doing this to embarrass you, Paul, believe me.
Well, sometimes it isn't a spark. You need an explosion. With that, I think we'll say good adieu. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much.
Life. Yeah, join the force and get a pension. No siree, boss.
Mary, she works for the telephone. She's got a lot of stocks. They're hard-working people. Hard-working. Yeah. Yeah. Sammy's been working in the police force now. The boy, he retires, he gets a pension. He's all set for life.
Hey, Bugs. What are you doing? Slow down. I want to get one. Get back, buddy.